WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City.
The following program is paid for, and the opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Pete Thompson. It's a Saturday in September the 10th. And Mike Carlin, Pete Thompson, good morning, guys. Are we pumped up or what?
Good morning, Billy.
He's always full of energy.
He's ready. Actually, usually I'm hangry. I'm angry. I forgot the pastries. I was going to bring in pastries for you guys.
Do you drink coffee, Pete?
No, I don't even like coffee ice cream.
Yeah, I don't either.
I got in trouble once for bringing in donuts here.
Well, you got because we had crumbs left on the.
Is that what it was?
So I've never done it since. I've been wanting
I also gave you a pen for my own stash. Don't steal the MG pens. Got it.
Could be worth $5.
Well, guys, it's here. It's finally here. I mean, the anticipation is growing for the beginning of the football season. Of course, it kicked off Thursday night with the Bills and the Rams, and what a
look good.
It was.
We knew that.
Look, we're going to get into this, Carl, and I'm starting to worry a little bit because there is no preseason. Those guys, they're running around in shorts and maybe the helmets and stuff like that. No tackling, no hitting, and I'm worried. You can't get off to a.
You're worried about what?
I'm worried about Detroit. Them taking it. Did you see Jason Kelce his interview the other day in the press conference?
You're worried about the stinking.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Why? Because you watch.
Yes, I am.
No.
I haven't watched one Hard Knocks.
Okay.
I am worried, Pete, because I'll tell you why. I don't want this team reading their press clippings, because the players read their press clippings and thinking that they're going to go up to Detroit and blow them out by 40 points. It's not going to happen.
I do agree with that. That's something you said I agree with. I think
Pete, they haven't hit. Just what Carlin said, they haven't hit during the preseason. The whole culture of football has changed over the last 10 years. Everybody said, the first 3 games in September is the preseason. No, you can't afford to get off to a slow start.
So you used the word nervous.
Yeah, I just said nervous.
Okay. Or did you say worried?
Worried.
Okay, use word. I'll use the word nervous then.
Nervous.
I'm a little worried. I'm not confident like I was a month ago.
Not after seeing the Rams.
How about this?
I'm a little nervous.
What's your word to describe your mood about the Eagles opener tomorrow? Give us your adjective. Mine is anxious. 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. Give us one word you have about the Eagles game tomorrow. What are you feeling? One word.
My word is concerned.
Nervous.
How about that?
I'm nervous.
Nervous, concerned.
And nervous means I know we're going to win, but I think it's a sweater out.
By the way, we got the new intern in here today,
yes.
Andrew Leeds.
Courtesy
Andrew. Of Tom Jackson. What's yours, Andrew?
Wait a second. He's got a. What's he?
No, he doesn't get a. He doesn't get a microphone yet. No. Put that back.
For the radio audience, you're just going to hear air.
Tell me what your word is.
What's your word?
Just stick it in this general direction. That sounds terrible.
Michael, he's excited. Pete, what's your word again?
Anxious. Do you know the difference between anxious and eager?
Oh, would you stop? Anxious and eager? Yeah, you have a little anxiety with anxious, right?
Okay. Come on, this is a teaching moment. One teacher to another.
You're going to teach me?
Yes. Mr. Malaprop. Yes.
Billy, talk about how big this weekend is.
This weekend's big. You know why this weekend's big, Pete? Because we're going to be broadcasting live from yesterday's. He teed it up. We're going to be broadcasting live from yesterday's.
Yes.
For our Eagles pre-game show from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So everybody come down and participate, be a part of this great opening day. Of course, Mike, yesterday's is rolling out the red carpet. They're changing their menu around.
I've been there a couple times this week talking with them.
I'm going to have a mimosa. They're going to have mimosas. They're going to have Bloody Marys.
Yeah, they're going to have all that in the morning. They're going to have breakfast sandwiches, and then they'll roll right into their wings and all that. But
I can't wait.
The phone's ringing off the hook of just fans and friends that are saying, "Is this for real? Is this for coming?" And I'm saying, "Yeah."
I know we got a lot
of the red carpet.
We got a lot of people coming down, like Chuck did. We've had Chuck on, the general manager of yesterday's, a couple of weeks, prior weeks, and to get us ready. Hey, our name was on the marquee.
We're on the marquee. Yeah.
The locker room with
we are
Swine and crew.
We're
on the marquee. But guess what? More importantly, we're going to start the Eagles season in great fashion at yesterday's down there on Roosevelt Boulevard on the way in or out of Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on down, 10 a.m. to 12 noon, our show. But we're going to also stick around and watch the game at yesterday's. And so, but this is I'm feeling nervous. You're what was your nervous, Pete? You're
whoa! You can't both have the same word. Yours is nervous. What is yours? Cautious. Okay.
Right.
Mine is anxious.
609-403-0973 is the number. Since 2000, the Eagles are 14-8 on opening day, and they're against the Detroit Lions. They're 19-18, or 17-23 away, and 19-18. Well, that's all time.
Last 6 years are 5-1.
Yeah,
we're good. Opening days are in our book.
So Philadelphia owns the most season opening victories in the NFL since 2011, capturing 9 of its 11 weekend kickoffs. So I'm excited too. I mean, I'm excited for football, but I'm worried about how the Rams came out. Remember, didn't the Eagles try to mimic or copy the Rams playbook where they don't hit it all. They were worried about soft tissue. Well,
I think a lot of teams injuries. Are doing that. Yes, I mean you want the play. Look, and I saw John Clark tweet this out. Injuries, there are basically no injuries. The Eagles have some people with some bumps and bruises, but there's nobody that's flat out
Dillard
out. He has had surgery. I mean, you can't count him on the injury list. He's already off. But the Lions, meanwhile. Halapuli Vaitai, injured reserve. His backup, out.
Injured reserve.
I'm telling you, Billy, what was your word? Nervous?
Cautious.
You're nervous, right? I am anxious. And the difference between anxious and eager, by the way, just to top
Eagers
that
are
off.
ready to get ready to
it's
go.
Just connotation.
You can't wait to get there.
I'm anxious to get my test results back from the doctor.
Right.
I'm eager to get on with kickoff.
Oh, you're ready for some football,
baby.
Now I got the Eagles. I have the Eagles going 11-6 this year. I looked over the schedule.
12-5.
And Pete says 12-5. And Carlin, well, brilliant minds think alike. Carlin, you got them going 11-6. But you know what I'm worried about?
Brilliant wasn't air quotes.
after seeing the Rams, and by the way, Buffalo is good.
Buffalo's very
good.
And we
very
knew that.
good.
We knew that.
I mean, Josh Allen,
and you add Von Miller to
and
that.
then you had Von Miller,
and they fly out to LA and do that kind of game.
Right.
And it wasn't like a home game in Buffalo.
The bright lights of Tinseltown, right?
I mean,
and then they whack them like that.
It was like we're here to stay all season.
And then hearing the coach afterwards in this press conference saying that it was his fault. We weren't totally prepared. I put these guys in bad position. I just hope that the Eagles, but you got to get off to a good start.
Yeah.
And Pete illustrated this in the last several weeks. He puts up the records of the first 4 games, the first 5 games that we play. Yeah, they're against teams with losing records, but guess what? They're the teams you have to beat.
And we will. When I said, that I was nervous, not nervous that we're going to lose. I just think it's going to be one of those games going into the fourth. It's like, why is this game still so close? And then in the fourth quarter, we're going to score another touchdown. We'll win by 10. But we just get through the first game. It's an away game. Everybody's excited. The jitters are for everybody.
Remember
There's a lot of hype on us.
Like last year, the Eagles go down to Atlanta and put a whooping on the Falcons.
Yeah.
But then they come back out the next couple of weeks, and it's like,
I don't think that's
what type of team was a Dr. Jekyll and
Mr. Hyde. Look at this. So Pete's got it up.
Pete, because I went to those first 3 games last year.
Yeah, it was your
fault.
And
they lost.
It was your fault.
I was like, I couldn't buy a win.
You're not going to the Vikings game, right?
No, I'm not going to any games.
I am 3-13-1. The Lions were last year. The Vikings were 8-9. The Commanders 7-10, and the Jaguars 3-14.
I take that back. I'm going to the Cowboys game.
That should be 4-0.
They should be 4-0.
We should be 4-0 in the start.
But if
we're not going to Detroit and losing. I just said we're going to be sweating.
I'm
a little
nervous.
Bit.
I'm cautious, man.
But we're not. I don't care if we come back 17-16. I'm not a score guy. A win is a win. Pick the win and get home.
Just like you got to beat the teams that are beneath you.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter in what fashion because this is the NFL.
Listen, you look at two things. Is their offensive line anything like ours? No. Is their defensive line anything like? No. The only way that they make this game close is if they play with maybe more passion than we have. Who knows? And they may have that, but they keep it close. But you don't win games with passion.
You win games with talent. Dan from EHT says the Bills won because they are better. My word, guys, better. That's my word. The Eagles will win because they are better. Thank you, Dan from EHT. What is your word? Billy says he's nervous. Cautious, sorry. Carlin says he's nervous. I say anxious. What is your word about the Eagles opener tomorrow with Detroit, which you can hear right here on 97.3 ESPN? Text us in 609-403-0973, 609-403-0973. What's your word?
I want to get into, we had our ESPN fantasy draft. All right, we're on the other side. We're going to talk about it. Carlin, this is your first time playing fantasy football. Yeah. How do you think you did?
I got off to a great start.
You did? Okay.
I will admit this before we even go to break. What? Carlin took some guys that I was targeting, and every time he took one, I was like, rats. Dang it. Carlin.
I had Coop.
I have Cooper Kupp in my other league.
He killed.
Yeah, he had what 24, 25,
36 points.
36 points.
He was amazing. In my other league, I had Josh Allen for 40 points, but Cooper Kupp had 35, the guy I'm going against. When a receiver can hold court with a quarterback, that's a pretty darn good receiver.
And our fearless leader here at
Auto draft. Yeah.
Because he didn't know about the draft.
No, he knew about it. He just forgot.
All right. I'm excited. Man. We're going to be at yesterday's for the Eagles pregame show. Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, Josh Hennigan will all be down there. Chuck Thompson down there. Come on down to yesterday's for the Eagles pregame show. And, of course, watch the game. They got all those big TVs. There's not a bad seat in the house, Carlin.
No.
All right. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Now, I've been telling you about all summer long about My Winter Watchdog. Have you heard of New Jersey's premier vacant home management service, My Winter Watchdog? You know those worrisome thoughts that creep into your mind every time you hear of a storm coming and the daunting task of driving down to the shore to check on the house, hours of time on the road, or if you're away for the winter, you're in Florida, let My Winter Watchdog be your eyes and ears with their 15-point inspection checklist. They offer a full menu of maintenance and improvement services. Owner Debbie McGonigal and her team of property caretakers are professional, licensed, bonded, and insured. So don't let the winter worry you. They'll give your house that lived-in look. That's My Winter Watchdog. Go to mywinterwatchdog.com or give them a call at 267-202-1869. That's 267-202-1869. Or send Debbie an email, debbie@mywinterwatchdog.com. Now's the time to do it. All right, we're heading into the fall and then the winter, so get in touch with Debbie. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here for our Big Eagles show today, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN.
Touchdown Radio.
like a deal. Get a 1-Series tractor for just $124 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Luck is in the air thanks to New Jersey Lottery's family of Lucky 7 scratch-offs. There's a doubler, tripler, even 5 times multiplier, and over $157 million in prizes. Try your luck with the Lucky 7s, because anything can happen in Jersey.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back. Eagles tomorrow, Phillies. We'll talk to Phillies in the second hour. We're going to talk with Tommy Greene, go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by
Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance Club. I stopped because I don't have it in front of me and I don't remember the number. And you didn't tell me you were going to do that.
See that?
Typical.
Now, if that was
Aaron knows who he is.
If that was role reversal, he would rip me.
He would be all over
He
you.
would rip me mercilessly.
I'll tell you, on his behalf, though, now, all the times I've been here with you guys,
right?
I'd say for every 20 times he's ready, so it was once he wasn't.
All right.
I don't even know where that sheet is, and neither do you.
And I'm not saying it. I'm not.
We can move on.
All right.
Move on to another
So
one.
we're going to be at yesterday's for all the 1 o'clock.
Call
games.
609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free
You
assessment.
got to get Tommy Greene down there.
Yeah, man, we're
He's
working on
all
it.
right, get him down
It's
there,
hard to get
Pete.
him into the lab
I know,
and work on this stuff when he's actually on the course.
Yeah,
You know where I met him the other day?
At the you were at the golf course.
Which one?
I don't remember.
I was out at Seaview. He
That's
had
right.
played in a thing with Fridge, Todd Fedoruk.
Oh, did he really?
Played in a charity event, and I went out and met him. And because I'm a nice guy, I open up my trunk and I give him 2 sleeves of Pro Vs.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
Those golf balls aren't free.
Tommy Greene, he shot a 76 the other day, right?
He was very happy to get free golf balls.
All right. So, Carlin, we're going to be at yesterday's, and I am so excited about our time down there at yesterday's.
Absolutely.
Getting ready for Eagles. It's our Eagles pregame show. But then on the games that on the games that aren't at 1 o'clock, we're going to be at the pool at Harris.
The pool at Harris.
And I'm telling you, it is so cool in there. What an atmosphere. You get up in the morning, go swimming, and they got all kind of food down there. They got a tailgate
They're going
party
to have
going.
a buffet food. They're going to have
We met with
giveaways.
Joe
prizes,
Gienta. We met with Joe. He's a great guy.
who literally runs the hotel.
Runs the hotel.
Okay.
Join us at the poolside for Harris Resort on game day. We'll be there from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. But you catch all the NFL action. They have what about 13, 14 TVs?
30
TVs.
screens. Not to mention they have like
You're only off by about 20.
Well,
Not to mention-
it looked like there was like
No, there's 15 on
But
each
the
side.
big one is the
big
one-
one's like a
it
drive-through
looks like
movie theater.
it looks like a movie theater.
Yeah. So
Ooh,
they're
do
going
you
to have
remember
that.
that movie theater on Ridge Pike?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, up on Chemical Road there.
Yeah.
Sorry, we
You
grew
were
up
going
in the
back
same
in time.
town
The
together.
pool is the
But
pool at Harris is going to be.
They're going to have cabanas.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have a DJ. Like when we're talking, it's us. They'll be watching the TVs, and as soon as we go on these little breaks, they have a DJ
And we're-
taking over.
And by the way, where they had the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine,
That upper area,
it's called
yeah.
the Loft.
Okay.
They're gonna have like a tailgate with all your game day
Here's-
food.
here-
fare.
Here's
It'll
the
be
best
great.
part. Ready? If you're gambling on they're going to have kiosks rolled right in. You won't have to leave the pool area. You can watch the games,
There you
bet
go.
right there,
There you go.
eat, drink, bring friends. You don't have to be
It's
an
like-
NFL fan
It's
to
like
have
Vegas.
fun there.
You know, when you're in Vegas, you can watch the games. You're in the pool.
It's an
You're in the woods.
Oh,
it's
it's-
great. You
yes.
gamble. You
I think
swim
it's-
up to you go gambling right there.
I think it's going to be one of those
Now,
places.
wait a
like
second.
I said,
I
you-
got to be back here for this?
Yeah.
I drew the short
we'll have to get
stick
a
of this.
couple times. We'll have to get but
You know,
Billy,
Andrew, you better
How
remember
about,
I'm doing
those
fast.
How about those burgers at Bobby's Burgers by Bobby
Oh,
Flay?
boy.
Was that unbelievable?
That was really
because
good.
Joe said try them, and we
Yeah.
did. We're like,
and he says the chicken place is just as good.
Yeah.
There's a chicken place there, and then they have an Italian restaurant. They have Gordon Ramsay's got a restaurant
Right.
there.
So
I
when
mean,
does this start, by the way?
Next Sunday.
next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday,
Wow.
we're there.
So on 1
Okay.
o'clock games, we're going to be at yesterday's. On all the other games, even if it's a Monday night game or a Thursday night game, we'll still be there on Sunday.
We'll be there on
for the
Sundays.
NFL experience.
Yeah, and that's what it truly is. It's an NFL experience. You're going to be watching all the games
So
from all over
we're
the
busy.
country.
We're busy. The locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Pete
Every
Thompson,
Sunday.
and Brad Quast. We're busy this year.
What day do you work? Every day that ends in Y.
But let me test your knowledge
Okay.
because my intern looked up some stuff I think is pretty
His
appropriate.
name is Andrew.
My intern.
Very good.
Okay, and
Apparently, Andrew has
AJ Brown makes his highly anticipated debut with the Eagles on Sunday against the Lions. Can you name some big receivers that in recent years. Right?
Have you practiced this question?
No, I don't need to practice anything.
All right, go ahead.
What are we trying to do?
Name some receivers that had big days when they their first debut. Their debut.
Deshaun Jackson.
Okay, but that's not on there. Go ahead.
Jeremy Maclin.
Terrell Owens had 8 receptions for 68 yards, 3 touchdowns on the against Washington, against the Giants, 2001.
How many names
how
are on
about
the
Al?
list?
He's got 2.
Don't just give him up. Well, make us guess.
How about FedEx?
No, Fred X is not on there.
I believe since I heard the start of that, he was about to vomit out Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Alshon Jeffrey, 3 receptions, 38 yards against Washington. So he's got some big and Deshaun Jackson. We didn't have all that information, but he's working on it.
But
I just thought it was
sorry, Andrew. That look says I can't believe you didn't put it.
But he's getting started. He's starting slowly. We'll get him worked in.
All right, he dipped his toe in the water. It's good. Weren't you going to ask Carlin about something about fantasy?
Yeah,
football?
we're gonna. First of all, so yesterday Mike Gill was ripping Josh for not texting him or something.
That was 2 days
ago. 2 days ago. Okay,
it all blends together.
But yeah, I got a text message. Josh sent him out to everybody. How was he not aware of the draft?
He was watching the Phillies.
Okay.
He's very busy.
He got into
Very
something.
busy.
He had multiple screens going on.
Well, that's his fault. That's not anybody else's fault.
No, but his point is, and I'm not speaking for him. I'm just saying what he said on the air is that what kind of draft is it where you don't alert the guy that the draft is going on?
When you what do you want to alert 10 minutes before the kickoff?
You got to knock on his door?
No, after you saw that he was auto picking, and that was his beef with Josh.
Yeah, but he did that before. He's auto picked before.
All I know is this. I had a text message in my phone. Do you mean to be on auto draft? And question mark. And I was about to hit send, and something in my head went, you know what? I'm not going to send this, because if I do, I'm going to get back a message that says, of course I know PT. I'm not a moron, PT. What do you think? I'm stupid, PT? How could you be so dumb, PT? Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
now you're blaming me?
No,
listen, Josh and I was here. I was in the studio with Josh. And when we first
you drafted here.
I drafted right here. I came here. So
this explains a little more of the story.
When stuff started happening like that, I just took it for granted as he's could be out to dinner. He's just busy.
No, he just
didn't have time to do it.
I know in last year's draft, I remember seeing auto pick for Mike.
Honest to God, I thought it was a Mike Gill silent form of protest.
Right, because
of this league is stupid. Right. You're all stupid.
Right.
It's not worth my time. I can
the
kick your
not
ass.
Big enough.
I can kick your butt with autopilot. That's how good I am. I'll kick your butt with autopilot.
Finished in last place last year.
Do you know who's winning the league right now?
Who?
Me.
It doesn't matter. There's one game.
I'm doing it because I know I'm going to start falling really quick.
So every Sunday during our Eagles pregame show, we're going to be talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, the sports anchor.
Yeah.
Fox 29 News. Scott Grayson will join us every Sunday for his keys to the game. And then
what time's that, by the way?
That'll be at 10:30 every Sunday. And then at 11:30, it's the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley is back with us. Brought to you by Padula Masonry.
I'll be doing some serious listening.
Because listen, Brian is good. Brian puts a lot of work in. Brian's been doing it for years. But you know how I got Brian, the guru, and why I call him the guru? Because over the years, he's won a lot of money. He won't tell me, but he's won a lot of money.
He helped me win my fantasy
He's won
league
a lot of leagues, man.
Yeah.
You know we have a special guest.
Stuff.
You know we have a guest tomorrow at
we don't know who it is, though.
At 11 o'clock.
Do we know who it is?
Kevin Smith.
Oh, Kevin Smith is coming.
He's the head football coach for Ocean City.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Sorry, I almost said the guy from Clerks. My apologies. Ocean City football.
All right,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what I like about the Eagles is I think the defense is much more improved than offense. They got AJ Brown, obviously, which is a big get, but they already had the
another year. Smith,
right?
Dallas
Goedert. Miles Sanders. By the way, I picked Miles Sanders as
I wanted Goddard so bad.
Keep my fingers crossed that he can remain healthy because he's always hurt.
Yeah.
But if the Eagles were the number 1 rushing team in the league last year.
Yeah.
So if they can find that proper balance, Carlin, of running and passing, now they're going to go. They should be probably. What do you think would be the percentage of run pass ratio for them to win? Because usually,
I'd love to see 60-40.
60-40.
Yeah.
But remember, last year, this Lions game was where they changed their identity. They had 4 rushing touchdowns in the game. This is where they finally realized we're banging our heads against the wall. We're not able to throw the ball down the field. We're too one-dimensional, and we can run on this team. And they started running, and then they became like one of the leading rushing offenses in the entire NFL.
I think the team finally went to management, especially Jeffrey Lurie, because you know how he just likes to throw the ball. And I think someone got in his ear and said, hey, we got to change this up. And we're going to start this week.
Do you trust in Sal Powell at all, Billy? Is that a voice that
absolutely?
You listen to?
I like. Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
He told Mike Gill and I on the Sports Bash yesterday that as far as Jalen Hurts goes, the 2 things that they want him to improve are his snap to throw ratio. He was the slowest.
He was like
in
over
the
3
NFL.
seconds.
It was 3.29 seconds.
Right, it was terrible.
And so his decision making and his ability to read the defenses, right? And just to limit the mistakes, and that on accuracy.
Sure.
So he want the snap to throw ratio is 1, and his accuracy was number 2. And if you go back to that Tampa game, the last game that we've seen of meaningful football from this team, what did the Bucs do? They stacked the box. They said they dared us to run. Knew we couldn't. And then all of a sudden they said, well, go ahead, try to beat us with your arm. And he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it. Now, last time the Eagles played Detroit, we mentioned earlier, the Eagles put a whooping on them 44-6 last year. The thing is about the Eagles defense.
The
Eagles defense only forced 16 turnovers last year. That's where they.
It's going to change.
That's got to change.
It's going to change.
They only forced 16 turnovers last year, and they're the only. It's 4 straight years that they forced 20 or
better
fewer.
Better line. We have Davis,
Bradbury.
Yeah.
They
we
got
have better corners
CJ
now. We got
Johnson,
better safety.
The new guy from the Saints.
Yes,
I mean, that's a big thing.
All that's going to change. Those numbers will change.
I think, that's one of the bold predictions out there. Ryan Rothstein made that yesterday. I've seen other people say that they had 16 turnovers last year. They might double that. They might go to 32.
I mean, you win the turnover batter. What are you laughing at?
Jim and EHT. Hello, gents. My word is fug. F-U-G-L-Y. I can say that. Thank you, FCC. The Birds rep is to play down to their competition.
They've done that all. They did that all.
They took a shot at you. Billy's face is the same for radio. See you tomorrow.
By the way, we're streaming live on my YouTube channel.
That's
if you want to check out my face.
Joey D from Ventnor / Rehoboth. Hey, guys, this is the calm before the storm. PT, you better cue up that Fly Eagles Fly tomorrow, Joey D.
We got it tomorrow.
All right.
By the way, so you said that who cares if they win 17-16 as long as they win the game.
Take the win, get on the plane, come home.
Right.
You move on to the next week.
It would actually be better for Sports Talk Radio if they do win 17-16
because
we could spend a whole week going, what went wrong?
Let me ask the 2 of you about some news that came out this week.
Okay.
With our
well,
center.
listen, we're a little behind.
Oh, then go to break. We got to go to break when we come back.
Pete, that's your job as a producer. It's just like Josh does this.
We'll just keep talking.
We'll keep talking. Your job as a producer to go wrap it up.
Goes like this.
We got the Sportsbook Consigliere coming up.
There's the clock right there, buddy. 10:31. Hurry up.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at MOTML.com. When we return, it's a Sportsbook Consigliere Dave Sharapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Pete Thompson, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles open the
Agriculture here, reminding you that Jersey Fresh zucchini and yellow squash are ready to stir fry or grill. Pick some up today. Love Jersey? Be sure to ask, is it local Jersey Fresh?
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're waiting for the sports book, Consigliere. He's out there in Vegas. Who knows? Maybe he jumped into one of the pools out there.
He's getting us at 8:30 out there.
Yeah.
He's getting some last-second good picks for us.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. I was talking about the Eagles' defense, and I'm really excited. I mean, you got Hassan Reddick, which was the first pickup, and the first thing that Howie Roseman did, Mike. He picked up.
Changes everything.
Right. He got the ball started with that, PT. And then,
hold on. Do you consider him a true linebacker, or do you think he's going to see him more
he's like a hybrid.
Oh,
right?
he's a rush. He's not. I mean,
exactly.
Well, they got him
listed at linebacker.
That's my
in
point.
Name only.
That's my point.
Guy's here to sack the quarterback.
He's here to
They got him
sack.
listed as the Sam.
Yeah.
All right.
Blitzing.
Right.
I got you listed as a radio host. We know the truth. Bazinga!
What is wrong with this guy?
When you tee him up that easy,
Listen, Billy, we need him moving forward. We need him moving forward. Okay.
Watch himself. He's walking on thin ice out here.
Yeah, I'm really scared.
Listen,
how thick does that ice have to be?
It's for him.
Yeah,
it's probably about 12 inches.
Ice road truckers.
All right, listen,
there you go.
Hassan, because you're white. I'm ecstatic about that pickup because I saw a couple of Chargers games last year and he played really well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then Bradbury, CJ Johnson solidifies the secondary.
Yeah,
right. Slay and Bradbury.
Slay and him together is going to be.
But he's a free agent. They're going to be able to lock him up.
Oh, big play Slay?
No, Bradbury.
Oh, Bradbury. Look, just
at the end of the year, he'll be a free
I don't
agent.
worry about that stuff right now.
You don't worry about that stuff.
I mean, they're as good on the back end. They're as good at the linebackers. They're I mean, we're talking about Eagles linebackers complementary.
Right.
TJ Edwards, Kaiser White, Hassan Reddick, in name only. N'Kobe Dean, we hope can come along.
Sean Bradley.
Oh, he will. He will.
It's
Dean's going to be there.
Yeah.
But listen, how long has it been since we were actually talking in a positive way about our linebackers?
What do
It's
you
been a while.
Remember last year, Pete? I was all over Singleton.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't stand that guy because every time I'd see him tackle, he'd be tackling people 10 yards down the field, and he'd jump up like he just stuffed somebody at the goal line.
You heard me mention about the Lions' banged-up offensive line. Tommy Kramer has a back injury. He is also out. He's the guard. So Halapuli Vaitai out. Tommy
really
Kramer out. That's because I practiced.
He's a professional.
So they're both out of the game, and I want to see, like, obviously it's not just the Eagles front four, right? It's really their front eight. So if you go Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, Derek Barnett, and Taron Jackson, what kind of game is Jordan Davis going to have?
Well,
this
here's the
young
thing.
pup who gets to go in there and blow things up.
Jonathan Gannon's going to switch up their defensive scheme. And I think that's going to, like when a pro basketball team goes to the zone, and it messed the Sixers up, right? The Sixers couldn't. So they'll go from a 4-3 to a 3-4, and that the offensive lineman got to think.
Guess what?
What?
The Consigliere has.
We got the book.
Yeah.
He had to. You know what he had to do? He had to run to the book to get that last bet in.
He had to change his outfit. He had to change his outfit and get Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell with the Houston Oilers.
I was sleeping.
All right, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and wake him up. He's out in Vegas. Let's welcome into the locker room the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Dave, what happened? You oversleep?
I was sleeping, Billy.
People are
You don't sleep.
Josh always gets me a quick text early in the morning.
That's
late. No, that's all right.
Two things you didn't do right
It's
today.
fine. Great to see all of you. I'm sorry I was sleeping. It's been a very busy week with the start of the NFL.
Heck yeah.
It's been nuts. So
Since you're just waking up, let me say, give me 3 locks.
We don't use the word lock, Billy.
Thank you, Pete. The guy has every week he asks me for locks, and he just doesn't listen. He doesn't understand. He's reading the paper.
You know I'm being facetious, right? I'm just.
Oh, he wants locks. Call the locksmith, Billy. If you want locks, all right, please. Go to the bagel shop. I know you probably got a bagel shop. You can go get some locks there.
Walking distance, actually.
Hey, Consigliere, how you doing? You all right? You all right today? Everything good?
I'm fine.
Yeah, PT's the producer today.
You look amazing, by the way. This is fun to share the same Foursquare with you on the StreamYard. I got my vintage Eagles hat. You got your vintage Oilers hat somewhere, Warren Moon. Oh, my God, I just heard Jerome Brown in heaven go, we brought the house. We brought the pain. They got the house. We brought the pain. I'm hearing that in my head looking at that hat.
Yeah, I didn't have time to get the whole ensemble out. I'll work on it for next time, for the video stream. Are you guys, I'll just cut right to the chase.
Yep.
The Eagles are going to destroy the Lions, aren't they?
Ooh. Oh.
Maybe not 44-6 again.
We're finding adjectives.
I think they're going to win. Yeah, what's your adjective?
Hold on. Let's set it. Remember, he just woke up.
Oh,
so
okay.
He hasn't heard.
In the beginning of the show, because of the beating that the Rams took by the Bills, we're like, what's one word that capsulizes how we feel? An adjective, if you will, to describe. And so my adjective is cautious. Carlin is nervous, and PT is anxious.
Not nervous to lose, just nervous that I think it's going to be closer than what we want. That's
wow,
all.
I fully expected to come on here to fly Eagles fly, and you guys are going to win by 40 again. Really, this is what's going on out of Vegas. Like, this is one of the games on the board that there's nobody that thinks the Lions are even going to keep it close.
Man,
it's been bet up. The Lions, it's 5 here. I don't know what it is there.
It started at like 3, didn't it? I think it started near 3.
4. Most of the places were 3.5 or 4. It's 5 now. It's all one-sided. Eagles are in a lot of teasers or in a lot of survivor pools. So, I fully expected you guys to tell me that. I got a couple college games, for today, Billy.
Yeah, give me something. I gotta play something.
You got the Texas, Alabama.
How Alabama's minus 20.
Bama's going to lay it on them, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I say.
Bama's
the big game.
The big program.
The big game I'm going to be watching, Dave, is that Florida Kentucky.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah,
that's actually
a great game.
I love that game.
I think that's going to be a sneaky, really good game, and I think Kentucky's going to keep it close. There's not a lot of people that do. That line. Let me see. That line is now 3.75. Is hold on. 6.5. Wow, I go to sleep. It's 5.5. It's 6.5 now. Whoo, a lot of steam on Florida. I like Kentucky. I think
I
they
like
keep
Kentucky too.
Yeah, I like Kentucky. Let's see. Iowa State under. Just play that one under. That's going to be
that's 2 minutes going to be watching that.
Yeah.
Iowa State. Yeah, that's down to 39. Jeez, I'm glad I got these already. Baylor BYU tonight. That's late for you guys. That's a late game, but
we like the Baylor coach though. We met him actually personally at the Maxwell Awards. He is really a great guy.
Wait a second. You guys had the Baylor coach out to some party or
something? Yeah. He was.
Billy, you gotta get Billy. You gotta get me one of these buddy pass things.
Well, listen, I'm fine.
Can I come to one of the events, please?
Listen,
Pete, can you make it happen?
Billy will get you the buddy pass.
Listen.
I'll get you the access to the event, and then Carlin actually will get you the comp room.
Right.
So we need to have all the components together.
Ready for this?
Right. I love Josh, but man, I finally got the right people. Please,
ready for this, book? We're going to be broadcasting live at the pool.
Yeah,
for the games that are not at 1 o'clock, because the 1 o'clock games were yesterday's. You saw the marquee. I sent you the marquee. We made the marquee book.
I saw that, Billy. I didn't know if I should mention that or not. I'm glad. I was pretty excited.
We're going to fly you out. All right, we're going to have you over at the pool.
Yeah,
we're going to get you. Carlin's going to get your room,
that.
and you're going to.
The pool's look it up. You'll wait till you see on the website what the pool looks like. It's unbelievable.
You know where I'm at, Mike, right?
Oh yeah, I know, and I've been out.
I live in Vegas. I've
I use the once a month. I know, but the closest, what I'm saying, Dave, the closest thing that we have
to Vegas
is this pool.
Is this pool?
It's in a big dome. The weather's always, 80.
They got 30 TVs booked.
Unbelievable.
Big one TV that looks like a movie
drive-in. It's like a drive-in screen.
What did one cowboy say to the other cowboy? This is not my first rodeo.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you.
Voice of reason, Dave. Voice of reason.
Hang out. That's all. I don't care where we hang out. Although if we go to one of those haunts that Billy used to run in, I don't want to go there either. Nice pool is fine.
By the way,
Hang out.
if I come out to Vegas, I saw you sent me that little clip
Oh, boy.
about people saying you don't want to go out anymore, you're too old or whatever it is. I'm coming out. We're going out. All right, I want a whole itinerary, all right?
Oh, boy.
I want to go out
behind
to
them,
the
Dave.
Rum Jungle. They still have the Rum Jungle out there?
Oh, Billy, the place is closed. I'm stuck in all these places.
He's talking like Reagan years, like, hey, can we see the Rat Pack?
What was that place with the balloons?
Consigliere, can we go see the Rat
Dave,
Pack?
The balloons came out of the side and glitter and everything. The girls are dancing on a bar.
Only me and Dave will know this place. Dave, you know where you take Billy? And he'll
Sure.
feel comfortable. He can walk right in? The Pepper Mill.
Oh, I love the Pepper Mill. Now we'll go there.
Yeah, you can walk in with him next to there. Don't take him to any of the clubs.
funny.
Don't walk in there.
The Pepper Mill's great. See, Mike knows. All right, Billy,
So-
we'll take you wherever you want to go. That's fine.
All right, we're talking.
BYU instead of Baylor. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in. Everybody's on Baylor. I don't buy it.
We're talking to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Book, what's going on there on the West Coast? What's this scuttlebutt with the Rams and the Bills? I mean, the Bills are really good, but the Rams, they didn't look like they were ready, and maybe Stafford's got a problem with his elbow. Oh,
Here we go.
we're streaming live. We're on the
Hat
StreamYard,
change.
YouTube, the Locker Room Billy Schweig. You can check out with the book. He just put a Bills hat on.
I never had a Bills hat before, but did a little scouting before the season and said this team might be pretty good. And Thursday night confirmed this team is going to be pretty good.
Very good.
Josh Allen got hit a little bit too much for my taste, but apparently that's what he does. He doesn't mind getting hit. He doesn't slide. He runs a lot, and he gets gang tackled, unlike most NFL quarterbacks. He stays up and takes a second hit and a third hit and then goes down.
Especially to the sidelines. I mean, how many times did you see him run to the sidelines? And usually you see a quarterback jump out real quick so he doesn't get hit. He gets that extra yard
He's a
and
big
gets
guy.
hit.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's not afraid, Dave. You're right.
He's not afraid, and this might be his downfall a little bit. He might get hurt for Buffalo. He can't, but I was impressed with Buffalo's defense. I was talking about it yesterday with somebody. I said, if their defense is going to play like that, then we're really going to see we're froze for a second. We're going to see Buffalo. If they get the 1 seed, I think they're going to the Super Bowl, boys. I don't think anybody's going to Buffalo and winning in January. That's been their thing.
Yep.
So the Rams, Billy, Stafford looks hurt. Something's
Yeah,
not
we
right.
haven't had a repeat since 2004. We haven't had a repeat winner in the Super Bowl. So I would imagine the Rams
I don't
are
even think
probably
they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't even just with one game doesn't make your season, but I mean they
No.
didn't look good at all.
Not
So
at all.
my question to you then, in book, what does the book say? Who's the odds-on favorite in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl?
Tampa Bay. It's
Again?
it's Tampa Bay because Tom
Yeah,
Brady's
but
still
no,
Tom
watch
Brady.
it.
We'll see Sunday night.
Then play. He's like they're separated.
She's not going to the game.
She's not
It's a
going to
big
the
deal.
game. If she's
It's
in
a
Miami, he's in
big
Tampa
deal.
Bay.
It's like the
What's
first
going on?
game she's going to miss.
What's the over and under on a divorce?
There's offshore places that are offering. I'm not even kidding. I don't want to get into anybody's business. But man, look out, Tampa.
Oh,
If you get an angry Tom Brady again, some people think they could be a distraction. It could be bad. It could be really good too. I don't know. Until they put him away, I don't know.
Listen, hey, Book. During the week, I was watching a lot of national stuff.
Yeah.
Right, national stuff, and I was shocked that all these talking heads on the TV are all picking the Eagles to win the NFC East.
Yeah,
done
why
deal.
not? Yeah, why
Well,
wouldn't they be?
I think they
I
can
don't
win the
think
East.
you
But I
got the
mean,
memo.
when national,
Wasn't it in your paper? And you
Daily News doesn't have them winning.
You don't have it in that paper, Billy? What are you talking about?
no, but I mean, it's not often that the Eagles get a lot of credit, like people or naysayers in the national spotlight, right? But they're on the bandwagon for the Eagles.
Too much time in the sun for you, or what? I mean, really? Come on, they're going to win the division. Are the Phillies going to make the playoffs? That's the question I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Phillies way out.
Because
No
their
doubt.
schedule is
No
soft.
doubt.
Yes. Yes, they will make the playoffs.
And
Absolutely.
And your Atlanta's just taking over the Mets.
They might go 3 in barbecue, but yes, the Phillies are going to make the playoffs.
Yes.
Right. I think the Phillies are going to make the playoffs, and I think the Braves are going to win a division. Look out for them to win the World Series. 10-1 right now, boys.
We're up against the heartbreak because
Heartbreak.
you're late. So
Heartbreak.
as always, we love you. You know that.
Sorry for the tardiness. I apologize.
I'm going to call you.
I'm
I'm going to call you. We're going to set a date.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
See you, boys.
There he is, the Sportsbook Consigliere on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. The first hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Duddick. For you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Pete Thompson, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, it's the battle for the Cy-Hawk Trophy as Iowa State takes on Iowa. Hi, I'm Drew Bonadelli. Join Bill Rosinski.
Settle. Call the insurance doctor at 856-874-8377 or check out their website, insurancedoctorllc.com. They work for me. They'll work for you. Tell them Baldy sent you.
Rezzle is the world's #1 virtual reality sports trainer. Whatever your team, your sport, your ability, improve your game and train like a pro. Rezzle. Reactions, performance, accuracy, stamina, resilience. Train at home in the Rezzle Sports and Fitness VR.
All right, we're back. Sportsbook Consigliere. We got him out of bed, but he made his appearance. PT, hour 2. Hour 1 in the books. Hour 2, we're going to talk with Tommy Greene, our On the Mound segment.
Yes, T to Green, yes. We're trying to save time here, so don't make me find the paper again. What else are we going to do in hour 2?
I'm not done talking about the Eagles because I want to talk a little bit more about the Birds. I'm excited. Of course, we're going to be at yesterday's tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show, our pre-pregame show. Live broadcast, the Locker Room with Billy Schwein down at yesterday's. And we're going to be, a lot of people are going to show up. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we'll watch the game there. Hour 2, Tommy Greene, Eagles talk, Phillies talk, and more. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Pete Thompson, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Ocean Casino Resort is the ultimate fancy draft party spot. Go.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicken Pete's, ready for another great football season. We're a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles and the official caterer of Eagles training camp and the First Trust Bank Club at Lincoln Financial Field. Go where the players go. The Eagles choose Chicken Pete's, so can you.
Sports is what we do.
You're in your car, you're in your house, you're wherever you are. You're a sports fan.
97.3 ESPN.
Because if you weren't a sports fan, you wouldn't be listening.
WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A town square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83! Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Pete Thompson, Mike Carlin, 97.3 ESPN. We started off the show, guys. We said, what's a one word, an adjective to describe your feelings about tomorrow's game? I had
cautious,
nervous,
anxious.
Dan from EHT text in. We've had a couple text messages, 609-403-0973. Give us one word to describe your feelings for tomorrow's game. 609-403-0973. An adjective, Pete.
Yeah, and Dan texted in again and said, listen, boys, whatever happens tomorrow in the Eagles game, Monday's word to describe how we feel will be overreaction. It's called being a Philly fan. I love it, says Dan. That's good, Dan. Nice job by you. 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. What is your one word
adjective?
You can. I mean, they could put any word in there, quite frankly. What is your one word to describe your mood about the Eagles season opener tomorrow in Detroit? Billy's got cautious. Mike has nervous. I have anxious. What is your one word? 609-403-0973.
And Pete, this is based on, watching Thursday's game. You see the defending Super Bowl champions come out, and I know Buffalo's good, but the way they played, and then
at
home, and after, maybe it's a Super Bowl hangover, but that they got talent on that team, and the Eagles took a page out of their playbook with their
Do you want something that might calm you down a little bit?
Yeah.
Philadelphia owns the most season opening victories in the NFL since 2011. They've captured 9 out of their last 11 kickoff weekend outings. 5-1 in week 1 since 2016. They're 9-2 in week 1 away games, 6-2 in week 1 away games since 2009. And as you've already said on this program, they won 32-6 last year in the season opener against the Falcons.
And they also beat Detroit 44-6. So you don't think they have revenge on their mind? I mean, they got waxed.
And their young coach has the whole team believing even before the first game starts.
Dan Campbell.
I mean, he's got this team thinking, forget all this talk about the Eagles.
There's weapons out there. DeAndre Swift can beat you. TJ Hawkinson, the tight end. The Eagles had no answer for the tight end all year last year. Your boy, Marcus Hayes, has a great column up about how everybody's buying in on the Eagles defense and how great they're going to be. And it's put up or shut up. They haven't done it yet.
They haven't done it. They haven't proved themselves.
You remember the narrative last year where all the opposing quarterbacks, we made them look like Hall of Famers?
Yes.
Like there was 6 or 7 games in a row where it was like 70% or above passing.
Patrick Mahomes destroyed us.
But that's right. Like Patrick Mahomes is going to be in the Hall of Fame someday.
I'm
talking about the mediocre guys that we made look good.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, we're talking to you, Daniel.
All right. So the intern did a little homework.
His name is Andrew.
I call him the intern. He's got his first day.
Yeah, Andrew leads. Fine.
2008.
Trying to say his name as often as possible for his family.
2008 debut of one Deshaun Jackson, 6 receptions, 106 yards versus St. Louis. It's a pretty good opening day.
Not bad, right? And of that 106, I want to know, did he have a touchdown? Doesn't say that.
No, 2 TDs, yeah.
2 TDs?
No, take that back. That was his return. At his return in 2019, 8 receptions, 154 yards.
Yeah, and then he tweaked his hamstring and didn't play the rest of the season.
Andrew's on top of it. I like those questions.
That's right. Got to put get him some homework in there. How about Jason Kelce with his 122 game streak?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about it. How about where he said we haven't won anything yet, and every other word was F.
Now talking about,
he used to work out at Vinny Curry and Jason Kelce used to work out in Ocean City at local gym and fitness.
No kidding.
Is that right?
He looks like that.
You mean that commercial your brother voiced?
He did not do it. But when I would go in there because Pat said, "Come on down, man. I'll get you a membership." And I just was like, "Look and watch it." I was intimidated. Jason Kelce was all business in there. Some guys like Vinny Curry, like he was working hard. Don't get me wrong, but he was like having fun with people and everything. Jason Kelce,
as busy as they are at that level, they don't have time to fool around. It's like a job to him. He goes in to work out. He's there to work out.
Right.
Not here to talk. But listen, you brought up Kelce. Did you hear some of the things that came out this week about Jerkins?
No. Oh, well, that he's Stoutland said he's performing better than he had.
He's playing Cam Jerkins.
Yeah.
Listen, he's playing so good that they know that he's our future center.
Right.
But we're not going to waste this year with him. They're actually thinking about other positions for him this year.
They're cross-training Cam Jerkins at guard.
They got to get him on the field.
Well, didn't he play guard in the preseason a couple times, I think?
Well, no, he played one as soon as Kelce didn't play in the preseason.
He went to
center, and then they pulled him out.
That was good to hear because he is literally all over the field when he's on the field.
Your guards are Landon Dickerson and Isaac Seumalo. Behind him, Sua Opeta and Josh Sills. So, You're not necessarily, I mean, yeah, if you can cross-train Juergens and he can help you out, by all means, have at it.
All right, tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live from yesterday's our Eagles pregame show, the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast will all be down there.
Bloody Marys,
mimosas, the whole 9 yards. He's got breakfast sandwiches and breakfast items on the menu.
A lot of giveaways.
A lot of giveaways. I mean, we're going to be giving away tickets, jerseys.
He's got drink specials, food specials, everything. It's going to be a fun time.
And then on the days that we're not at yesterday's, for all the other games, we're going to be at the pool at Harris.
Come to Lank City.
And Joe's a nice guy, man. Joe's a real nice guy.
You know what it is? The word gentleman.
Gentleman, yeah.
And there's very few people that I use that word, but Joe's a true gentleman. But once it's one of those places, Billy, I think you can go there with people that aren't even NFL fans.
Right.
And they're going to leave saying, man, I'll come back here again. But the experience that they're going to have, if you are an NFL fan to watch all the games,
right,
you're going to love it.
And of course, down at the pool at Harris, you're going to get people that are Giants fans, Baltimore Ravens fans,
Washington
Jets fans,
Baltimore fans, everything.
So we're going to have to brush up on.
Yeah, we got to know about other players.
This show is predicated on Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, and Sixers.
Right.
Villanova, Temple,
but
things
we're
like
professionals.
This show is essentially that Rally House commercial.
Rally House.
Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers,
more. But I mean, we're
gonna have
passionate about our teams.
We got to be ready for some New Yorkers coming up to us, and when you're going to start talking about the New York teams and all that kind of stuff, and that's good. That's a good.
So you know what else we're going to do tomorrow at yesterday's?
What team are they
when we
talking about? The
broadcast
Giants or the Jets? They're terrible.
But to them, they love them.
That's right.
It doesn't matter.
When we broadcast live at yesterday's, we're gonna, as we're doing it, we're gonna put names that people are gonna be able to fill out a slip, and at the end of the show, we're gonna pick a name out of the house.
Winners.
Two lucky. They're gonna have their seats reserved at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
For the following week.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
So like
cool.
you can show up. You can show up at 12:55. And you're going to have a seat at the bar.
It's going to be packed, and there's going to be 2 seats empty.
They're going to have balloons on with your name.
I'm picking them up in the morning.
We'll pick out the
We
seats
got
where
to
we're
come
going
up
to
with
be.
something like that. The Norman Cliff seats, you know.
That's what they're going to be.
You know,
they're going to have their reserve seats. Now, people will be able to sit in them until they get to the game, but then once the game starts, vamoose.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Oh,
So we're going to have a lot of fun down there, a lot of giveaways, like Mike Carlin said. I'm looking forward to it. Everybody, come on down, be a part of the show, and we will queue up Fly Eagles Fly, because
that's
we're
my
going to play
job's
that
much easier tomorrow. You know, I'm over here trying to bring in Omega Man and peanuts and every breath you take and Roxanne and a message in a bottle. Tomorrow, I only got to queue up one thing, and it's Fly Eagles Fly, and I play it coming in and I play it going out.
The Philadelphia Eagles, the fan base travels well. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of people in Detroit for tomorrow's game.
Well, did you know that the Lions have, and they think this is a Hard Knocks
gonna
bump,
be a sell,
but they've
sell out.
sold out.
Yeah.
They're to standing room only tickets. That usually the only game that ever happens for is the Thanksgiving game.
Right.
So the Lions people are like, whoa, how is this crowd so big? Well, maybe the Hard Knocks bump and everything that they've gotten off of Hard Knocks. Maybe it's because they're playing the Eagles and the Eagles travel so well. Maybe it's a combination of both.
I think it's a combination.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
Do you remember that game last year? Was it last year, a couple years back, when
The
they were
Chargers
the
game.
Chargers?
Yeah,
game?
where the
it was
Eagles
a sea of
screamed.
green.
Vegas too.
And the Chargers
Well,
were
Vegas is a destination.
Yeah, well, but the Chargers were not in that new stadium
No.
yet at that point. They were still in like the soccer
Right,
stadium, kind of
right,
like where
right.
the Union play. But yeah, I don't care. The fact that that's also the game that Carson Wentz got hurt. It was the 2017 season. That's also, that's also the game that he got hurt.
That's right. That's Super Bowl.
But but suffice to say, there was more Eagle green than there was Charger blue and yellow.
You know where our fans really love to go?
Arizona,
the one state,
Arizona,
Florida.
Oh,
You play
we
play
could have the
Tampa.
Dolphins.
If they play Miami, we take over those places.
Carl, and this is right up your alley. Did you see that the Patriots were practicing on a Division II women's soccer field?
No,
because Bill Belichick apparently didn't bring the tea and biscuits and didn't make a lot of friends and couldn't find a field to practice on. Because think about this. You've got Florida high school football already going. You got Florida college football already going.
Yeah.
You're an NFL team and you're going down to Florida and you're trying to find some place to play, and they couldn't find anywhere to play, but they wanted to acclimate to the heat and the humidity of Florida. And it's been really warm down there. Casey Joyner told us yesterday he's a Floridian, and he said even we're like,
hot.
oh my God, right? So they went to a Division II women's soccer field, brought their own goalposts. Who does that, Billy? They brought their own goalposts and stuff just so they could hold a practice down there and get acclimated. Will that lead them to win over the Dolphins? I don't think so, but we'll see.
The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's
fun.
Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay's award-winning private golf club where you're greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. But the best part about Great Bay now is they've got a lot of new renovations, the new outdoor patio overlooking the first tee with fire pits. They got a great new sound system. They're working on that new big deck with a view of the 18th green for entertainment. Have weddings out there. That's what they do real well. Weddings. You want to book a wedding, they have that award-winning culinary and banquet staff. They customize your menus. You can seat up to 275 people. Book now for 2023. Also, they're accepting social membership starting at $25 a month. So get down there. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, Radio Ron Ralston, Ryan Owen, Kevin Kelly, the whole gang down there do a magnificent job. My winter watchdog. I've been telling you people all.
Wait a minute, I gotta add something to that.
it.
There's somebody that texted in and said, Pete, you're barking like you got a bone stuck in your throat. Why are you doing that?
I think you do a pretty good bark.
Not for nothing.
But
it's all about Debbie.
All right. Yeah, Debbie does a great job with her business. And I'm here to tell you, if you haven't heard of New Jersey's premier vacant home management service, My Winter Watchdog, you need to know about it. You know those worrisome thoughts that creep into your mind every time you hear of a storm coming and the daunting task of driving down to the shore to check on the house, hours of time on the road. Let My Winter Watchdog be your eyes and ears with their 15-point inspection checklist. They offer a full menu of maintenance and improvement services. Owner Debbie McGonigal and her team of property caretakers are professional, licensed, bonded, and insured. So don't let the winter worry you. They'll give your house that lived-in look. That's My Winter Watchdog. Go to mywinterwatchdog.com or give them a call at 267-202-1869. That's 267-202-1869. Or send Debbie an email, debbie@mywinterwatchdog.com. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schwein, Pete Thompson, and Mike Carlin on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
Scott Graham here from Westwood One with a preview of Sunday Night Football.
bet's on us, is what Caesar told me to say. That means if you don't win, you get up to $1,250 back as a free bet. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app and sign up with the code RADIOFULL.
Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Qualifying bet loses. Bet amount returned as a credit. Must use within 14 days. See Caesar.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Carlin, Thompson, we talked about the Eagles. What they need to do is win the turnover battle. Now, quarterbacks last year completed 69% of their passes, 69.4% of their passes. League average was 64.
That's a lot.
They got Bradbury. They got CJ Johnson
They got
at safety.
Reddick coming off the sideline.
Reddick coming off the side. They got to push up the front with Jordan Davis.
Do you want help with that guy?
Kazir White.
You could just go CJG. That's the way he goes.
CJG?
CJG.
I think
he's a good trash talker. Him and Darius Slay.
And even Brandon Graham.
The two of them are going to be out there woofing.
You know what just hit me?
You know what, by the way? Speaking of woofing, let me try this real quick here, okay? Just to see if I can satisfy the peoples, right? And I know Billy's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's...
Why he's
609-403-0973 if you want to give us one word to describe your feelings, an adjective for tomorrow's game. That's my winter watchdog.
Yeah, maybe I need to start playing that during your commercial.
You know what we haven't talked about?
What?
That hit, and I can't believe we didn't. Jason Peters.
He's in Dallas.
For Dallas.
Well,
Did you see that
he's
comment?
from Dallas.
You didn't think
You want me to tell the
He's an old man. He's 40 years old. You think he's going to be making an impact on that team? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But
I mean, he's 40 years old. When you get that, when you're that big, you know, I mean, just you tire.
You got to break down.
Yeah. Listen.
But how bad are they if they have to sign him?
Well, they're bad. I mean, they lost their all-pro starting left tackle, right?
Yes.
I mean, you look at we did this last week, right? I believe on Sunday we did it. Look at the receivers in the NFC East. The Eagles got the best receivers by far.
No doubt.
I mean, Dallas got CeeDee Lamb and Gallup, right?
Yeah. And then the tight end, you put him
Washington's
in.
got McLaren, right? I mean,
Terry McLaurin, yep,
right?
Yep.
Dallas has Lamb,
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you just said this at the break, and it's true. I mean, it's worth repeating, but Jalen Hurts is the key. This is a quarterback league. And if Jalen Hurts plays well, if he doesn't do anything to hurt them, because I think these games are won up front. We established always the run. I mean, last year the Eagles were first in the NFL rushing offense, 159.7 yards.
And the Detroit game is where that started.
And the Detroit game is where that started.
But you know what was a point that was brought up on the Sports Bash either Thursday or Friday, I can't remember the day exactly, is the fact that when you don't have the ability to go vertical, then you start to rely on the run. And so they almost sort of stumbled into it with the addition of A.J. Brown, with Dallas Goedert, with another year of Devontae Smith, and maybe, again, some more accuracy from Jalen Hurts. Perhaps this Eagles offense will fully realize its potential.
Also, they had a team record 25 touchdowns on the ground last year.
That's because they couldn't throw the ball vertically.
Is Miles Sanders going to stay healthy, Pete?
I hope so. He's certainly healthy going into week 1.
I picked him on my fantasy team.
Well, that's you. No, I picked him on my fantasy team in another league as well.
I had my doubts, but you know what? I'm going to go. He was there. I went for him.
I drank the Kool-Aid, man. I drafted. I think
you took a lot of Eagles.
I took 4 Eagles.
No, not on the ESPN.
Right, but
my other one, I took 5.
Yeah,
I'm trying something new. Look, I believe in the team, Mike.
Mike,
I'm a fan.
To me,
I believe in it. So why not go? It makes my Sunday. Because you know what I can't stand doing, you guys? You know what I can't stand doing? One thing about fantasy football that I don't like, Pete,
is
I got to root for other people.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
How about where you have a guy against you? Like
that's right.
Do you avoid Cowboys players?
I haven't picked a Cowboy once.
Right, but Dak Prescott's pretty good.
I don't want him.
I didn't know what I was getting into. Right. I thought I came and I picked out a team and I was going to sit back. And all of a sudden at the end, and he's there. And on Sunday, we'll look to see who you're going to drop and who you're going to. I said, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, you got to.
He goes, oh, Mike. I said, how much work is involved?
Oh, this is work.
Yeah,
This is work.
The thing about fantasy football is it makes the boring games exciting.
That's right.
Okay, the games that are going to be blowouts. Ravens play at the Jets. By the way, I wanted to ask Sharapan about this, but A, he was late, and B, you were talking too much. But
it's my show.
Do you know there's 10 home
It's the
dogs?
Locker Room with Billy Schwein
and Pete Thompson and Mike Carlin. Do you know there's 10 home dogs this weekend?
Is there really?
In the NFL? That's unprecedented.
Well, I don't think the home and away means as much as it used
But for there to be 10 home dogs.
You really
Anyhow,
don't? You've heard Carlin. I mean, you've heard Quas talk. He says that the players drown that stuff out.
my point is that a game like Baltimore at the Jets, unless you're a diehard Jets fan, you're not watching that game. But
No.
if you have
Right.
Lamar Jackson
Right.
as your fantasy quarterback, you're watching that game.
You have
right?
Lamar Jackson?
For
I got
example,
Lamar.
another
watching
one.
the
game I picked yesterday was Tennessee is at home against the Giants, right? Maybe you don't care about the Giants because you're an Eagles fan down here, but all of a sudden you care about
Right.
that game because
Well,
maybe you have
my
on the
my
Giants
argument
roster.
is
You got Saquon.
Right. My argument is that I have to root for other players. So I figured, what the heck? Why don't I just go ahead? If they're there, I'm grabbing them.
But how many leagues you're in? Two?
I'm in two. I got my one.
Carlin, this is your first venture into it.
Yep, first time.
Be careful of this. If it's addicting to you, what happens is you start joining 2 leagues, then you go into 3, then you go into 4, and you know what happens,
You
Billy?
get confused.
No, what if you have a guy in one league, but you're going against him in the other? So you've described one fantasy common problem where, like, you're a passionate Eagles fan, you don't like to root for the other players.
Right.
The other side of that is, what if you have Miles Sanders in the other league, but you're going against him in this 97-3 league?
Right.
How you're torn, right?
That's why you can only get like two leagues, 2, 3 most.
At the most.
You were in 3 last year.
Keep
weren't you?
track.
I was in 2 last year. I've been in as many as 5, but that's
So
too
here's
many.
my one team. Okay, Jalen Hurts, Edwards Hilaire, Kareem Hunt, Cooper Kupp, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert, Mike Williams, Eagles defense, and Jake Elliott.
It's a good one.
I have the Eagles defense in my big money league. Isaiah Pacheco's parents just called. They said that he's going to steal Edwards Hilaire's job. So there you go.
609-403-0973. One word, an adjective to describe your feelings for tomorrow's game. We'll be broadcasting live at yesterday's.
This person did not leave their name, but they said, geez, you guys really don't want to win your fantasy leagues, do you?
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah,
text us back your name and your talent so we
Hey,
can give
Pete,
you
if
credit
AJ,
for the zing.
do you anticipate AJ Brown having a big game? I mean, a big year.
Yeah, I said on the Sports Bash yesterday that.
So guess who throws him the ball? Jalen Hurts.
Are you going to let me finish? I said that my bold prediction is that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith will both go over 1,000 yards receiving.
You
what
know
about Dallas Goedert?
You know what I say? That's the key.
That's
See,
the key.
I think at the end of the year.
So why is
we're
it
gonna
so
say-
bad then if I have all the Eagles then?
I think Goddard's going to be the guy that we just say, man, did he break out?
That's
He's
fantasy
gonna have
football in a nutshell. You're trying to identify the team. We already established that the Rams, it's hard to win the Super Bowl back-to-back years, right?
Right.
You're trying to identify a team like last year, going into last season. Who knew that Cincinnati was going to be that good?
Right.
Who knew that Jamar Chase was going to be that good?
I got him in
this
my
guy.
league.
I drafted
I got him too. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, here's another thing too. Injuries play a big role in this. I had Christian McCaffrey 2 years in a row, and he's going down to injury. Messed my whole team up.
Derrick Henry, I mentioned
Yes.
the Tennessee game. How's Derrick Henry going to come back?
Right.
I mean, guys like that, Ron Jaworski has the greatest quote ever, and Jaws, right? He said when he joined the league in 1973, the average career for a running back was 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
It's 2022. The average career for an NFL running back?
3.5 years.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the Phillies because it's September 10th, and we're still talking Phillies baseball, Carlin. And I know back in June you told me, be patient, relax. But guess what? This team it's exciting. I watch it every night. We're keeping up on it, but this team is it feels to me like they're limping in. They're not.
It's a long season.
I know.
Okay, it's a long season, but
Zach Eflin's out.
We're exactly.
So Anthony Dominguez is coming back today or tomorrow.
It's not like we're 3 to 4 games out and we're saying, can we make it? We're going to make the playoffs, guys.
Okay. Yeah, but I want to win a playoff series.
Well, listen, let me think. Once you get into it, if we can have Wheeler back and we got Noah,
right,
and you go into a 5-game series?
Yeah. Three.
It's a 3-game series start,
And they're all at the.
And
if
where's
you're the
Mr.
lower seed? They're
And
all
where's Mr. Met? All of a sudden, we don't hear Mr. Met chirp.
You give me those two against anybody. Okay, you have a chance. That's all I ever asked for.
Where's
is a
Mr.
chance.
Met, Pete? Here, phone rings.
He's got work to do today.
Right,
He's
right.
busy.
He's at Playland fixing the bumper car.
He's rewiring a bumper car.
But Braves just overtook the Mets for first place.
And I said that back in
and
June.
and Sterling Marte's out. Scherzer's going to be on the DL or the IL.
They're in trouble. I mean, they're right. You talk about limping into the playoffs. It's going to be them. It's going to be the Mets.
Wow,
Okay,
Hoskins had gone 92 plate appearances without a home run.
Yes,
till last night. So that's good. Yeah.
That was a fun game to watch.
All right, you ready? You ready for something?
See, Woody Guthrie got a hit. I'm kidding. That's
you
not
ready
his
for
name,
something?
I keep calling him Woody
But they
Guthrie
went
because I
nuts
like
with it
folk
last
music.
Pete.
Dalton Guthrie.
Pete, you ready for something about
You
Hoskins?
got to Oh yeah,
You ready?
Hoskins stat. Okay, sure.
Okay, he's the 5th player to hit 75 home runs. Do you know who the other 4 are for the Phillies?
Billy will as soon as he grabs the paper.
No,
at Citizens Bank, he's the 5th player
to hit 75 home runs.
75. Give
Ryan Howard.
There's one.
He's the leader.
Jim Thome, or no, Bobby Abreu.
Nope.
Abreu's in it, right?
Yeah, Abreu's last.
Pete. No computer, no paper. It's off the top of my head.
You ready for the other 2?
Yeah.
Utley and Rollins.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not Abreu. It's Pat Burrell. But
By
that's
the way,
fine. It's not Abreu. So you're wrong.
It's Pat Burrell. It's Pat Burrell.
I thought you said Abreu.
Yeah, I was wrong. It's Pat Burrell.
Darn it. Get me all excited for nothing.
Yeah, Pat Burrell.
Listen, the Braves have a lineup. I mean, they got Acuna, Swanson, Austin Riley, who's having a phenomenal year, right?
Pete, this is why it's his show.
I love him.
Well, what are you laughing at?
Because you celebrated your victory.
And I was wrong.
then
See, I had you.
It was his fault.
It was my fault.
All right. We're going to go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by
Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance. Man, I got to move this sheet back.
I talked to Tommy about the new rules. I think it's a joke. I am so this pitch clock. It's messing the game up.
Bigger,
you can only make 2 pickoff moves.
It's happening.
Yeah, bigger bases.
It's happening. Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment.
All right, second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. They do weddings there. That's what they do, and they do them exceptionally well. They have an award-winning culinary banquet staff. They customize your menus. They can seat up to 275 people. So book a wedding. Go down there. Go online, greatbay.com. Give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for us. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli mid-size sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality elect new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments. It provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at Maserati, the main line, at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. By the way, I text Michael Pileggi and said, come on down to yesterday's. We're all going to be there tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 12 noon.
Fingers crossed.
When we return, we'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Pete Thompson, Mike Carlin on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, it's the battle for the
Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Many times before. All right, Pete. So I had the opportunity to talk to Tommy Greene about a lot of issues, mainly the new rules for the pitch clock.
There's only one I don't like.
It's stupid.
Yeah,
Which one don't you like?
I don't like
people telling me what I can do in the field with this.
The shift?
Yeah, that's stupid too.
I can't stand that.
I like that they can't
go the other
shift
way,
anymore.
Pete. Go the other way.
I want to put five guys in the
everybody's
infield.
Tony Gwynn now?
Hey, learn how to hit the ball the other way.
If I want to put five guys in the infield, I put five guys in the
If
infield.
I want to put guys in 5 guys in left field, I'll put five guys in left field.
Why do we have managers if I can't manage them?
Right.
Wow.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
We had an opportunity to talk with Tommy Greene. Here it is.
What, dude? Are you kidding me? That's your
Pete,
setup,
Pete.
Are you kidding me?
No, Pete, because I already read the Aaron Bada thing on the recording.
I'm turning down the police, and you go, we had an opportunity to talk with Tommy Greene. Here it is. Boom.
We talked with Tommy Greene yesterday. Here it is. Play it, Pete.
Doesn't sound. That's not how it works, man. You got to do a longer intro to get stuff set up.
To get ready.
We had an opportunity to talk to Tommy Greene. Billy's a little upset with me right now. Here's Billy, pre-recorded with Tommy Greene.
And now it's time for On the Mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the man himself, Tommy Greene. How you doing, Tommy?
Hey, what's going on there, Billy? How you doing, pal?
I'll tell you what, you got your golf in today. How'd you hit him?
No, I didn't hit them too bad today. Hit them a little bit better. Kind of working on some things. I'm on tour.
Yeah, and I know we talked to you during the week about all the golf you're going to be playing. In the month of September and October. You're booked.
Well, I tell you, I mean, it's all good stuff. There are a lot of charity stuff we play. I mean, a lot of the guys that I get involved with right there. A lot of real charitable guys that support a lot of good things to try to raise money for different things. And so we're all about that type of stuff. So we enjoy playing and being a part.
Now, Tommy, it's September. We're coming down the stretch. The Phillies are 2.5 games, I believe, in front of Milwaukee in the last wild card spot. But, we got guys breaking down. I mean, the other night you had a win right there. Rhys Hoskins makes a critical error. And then of course, Robertson loses the game in the fashion that he did. It's kind of troubling when you're in September and these things happen.
Well, I mean, this is when it counts. I mean, not that every game doesn't count, but this is when the heat's on a little bit. I mean, we do have a 2.5 game lead. But when you have a chance to put somebody away and close things off in a game like that, we need to get it done. We need to beat the teams we need to beat, and we happen to get on top of a pitcher and take advantage of their mistakes, beating Alcantara, getting on top of him like that. I mean, that's a feather in your cap. That guy has shut down everybody basically all year, and when you get a chance to get on that guy and finish things off, you need to take advantage of that. We're sort of nicked up a little bit throughout the as far as the lineup's concerned. Mr. Castellanos and also and you see the big miss you see in right now is Sir Anthony at the end of the bullpen. So that's a huge thing right there, is being able to finish off games, and they gotta come up with something to do that.
Well, I'll tell you, when Dombrowski got Robertson on the August 2nd trade, he had a 2.23 ERA in 36 appearances, and for the first 7 games as a Philly, he didn't allow one run. Now, in his last 7 appearances, his ERA is 6.14. So they're working him a little bit too much back there. they got to get some up.
I mean, that's the thing about being a reliever. You got to have a short memory. And, it doesn't take but one out, and if you give up a couple of runs, it can bang you up a little bit, as far as the ERA is concerned. But it gets really magnified when you're at the tail end of a ball game like that, and you're trying to close a game. It gets magnified. You don't have a chance to come back from that, really. So the guy's done a great job all year. Could he be getting a little tired? We don't know. That's something he'd have to tell you, towards the end, because he did come off some injuries here the past couple of years to see how he bounces back. He's been throwing well. He wants the ball, but it's all about getting the job done. And, that they have to figure out some way to do that. They got a couple guys down there throwing the ball well. Does he go that way with Alvarado or Bellotti? Bellotti's been throwing it real good of late. Do you take and he's been putting him in more heated pressure situations too. So you never know. I mean, it's going to take all hands on deck. So if Robertson needs a day off, somebody else is going to have to fill that void until they get Sir Anthony back. And then do you pitch him back-to-back days or back-to-back-to-back days? I mean, so you're going to have to come up with something to get the job done. So you're going to have to rely on everybody.
We're talking with Tommy Greene on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance Club. Tommy Greene, a lot has been made about Aaron Nola and the month of September. He had a good outing the other night, and he's 9-11. His win-loss record isn't that great, but his ERA's 3.35. What did you see out of Aaron Nola the other night?
I mean, when he keeps you in ball games like that, he's got swing and miss stuff. And for him to strike out 10 guys in the innings that he does give you, he's always seeming to strike out more guys than innings he gives you. So, I mean, the stuff's there. It's just to be, the win-loss record is one thing. I mean, he can't swing the bat and do it himself. So, I mean, a lot of times you run into some tough luck where you're pitching, giving up one run or no runs, and you get a no decision, or you give up, one or two runs and you lose the ball game, and that's just a hard luck loss, so to speak. And for overall, for him, he's had a couple outings where he got banged up a little bit. The ERA, anytime you have an ERA like that, to me, below in the big leagues, you got below a 4 ERA in the big leagues, and you're giving the innings like he does. It's a pretty decent, starter, So it doesn't take but a couple outings to get the ERA up a little bit. But overall, I think he's had a pretty solid year given on the innings that he's had, So,
of course, he's got 177 innings under his belt right now, and he still has about 6 starts left in the season. And he's got 200 strikeouts. I think this is his 4th year that he's done that. So, I mean, yeah, he's been much maligned in the month of September, but maybe he's turning the corner.
Well, you look at some guys are notoriously slow starters. They don't like the cool weather or whatever. I was sort of like that a little bit, but then not that I figured it out. It just started coming around where I got started a little quicker. And I pitched better early, and then you might struggle later. But I mean, there's always seems to be sometimes you hit a little bit of a void or a little bit of problem area where you kind of sort of like the doldrum of the summer, or where you're trying to find your footing a little bit. I was worried about this year, guys having to shorten spring training. Would they come in and start the season not as fresh and go through the spring training blues is what we call them, because they're not getting the innings they need to get up, to get the arm in shape. So, I mean, that's what I was worried about a little bit when you start running a possibility, trying to get ready so quick you have possible injuries or something like that comes in effect. But, I think overall Aaron's done real well. Sometimes it's like catching your second breath when you're running or jogging or something like that. You feel where you're struggling and you're running a 10-mile run, and mile 5 you're struggling, and also mile 7 you catch your breath and it feels like you haven't. I mean, you're breathing like normal. I mean, it's unbelievable. So I mean, it's one of those type of things where you get in those rhythms and you go and you smell the finish line. And I think right now I'm hoping everybody's starting to get that sense, and they can sense what they need to do to get to the finish line.
We're talking with Tommy Greene on the mound with Tommy Greene. And Tommy, big news came out today. The pitch clock. I don't know if you're a proponent of this, I'm kind of like I'm old school. I'm traditional. I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah, I am
It's
too.
going to take a little while for me to get used to that.
I'll tell you what, they're killing me. I mean, I'm a traditionalist like that. It's almost like everybody's trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to do things to change things. And I mean, I'm all about, trying to keep things moving. And I understand that, but there's a lot of things that happen in the course of a game that you don't have control over. You get the ball, you get back up on the mound and do things. Sometimes you need to check yourself and take a breath, when things are going on, and not be going on and let things getting out of control. You have to take that extra second or two or three to get your faculties on you again, so you start thinking the right way. And now they're trying to put pressure on to keep going, and like it's going to make a big deal all the time.
All to
It
save
might end up
26 minutes.
making the games go longer because you start hanging breaking balls because you're trying to rush your pitches and get in
Right.
it, or you're leaving stuff more up in the zone more. You can start backing up That's what we're hoping for.
All right, Tommy. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again next week. Hit them straight, Tommy.
No, we'll try to keep it in play.
All right, there he is. Tommy Greene on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. On the Mound with Tommy Greene is brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment. I love having Tommy Greene on the program. The second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club. You are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. For more information on how to book a wedding or become a social member, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Pete Thompson, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles open the 2022 regular season tomorrow in Detroit against the Lions.
Lions with the ball. Goff being chased. Goff being sacked. They got him again. They're bringing the heat.
And sauces. Ask for local Jersey Fresh tomatoes.
Look, folks, I got to be honest with you. Everything's up. Food prices, gas prices, pencil prices. I love pencils.
Everything is up.
We're back. Time flies when you're having fun, guys.
It sure does.
2 hours. Is just
2 hours
not enough
gone.
time. I mean,
Gone.
you know, I hardly get a chance to talk, Pete.
Tomorrow. Hey, everybody get ready for tomorrow.
Everybody come on down. Yesterday's Eagles pregame show will be on the air from 10 to 12, but we'll be there.
Say hello.
Come introduce yourself. Come on down. Say hi. There's going to be plenty of people down there.
Bring the kids. It's going to be a kids atmosphere.
We'll give our predictions tomorrow.
Yeah. Absolutely. Save them for tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you to Tommy Greene for the On the Mound segment. Thank you to the Sportsbook Consigliere. Thank you to Mike Carlin. Thank you to Andrew Leeds.
Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. A great weekend in college football today. Great Saturday of college football tomorrow. Yesterday's for Eagles pregame show on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill from the Sports Bash. How would you like to win a $100